Welcome to the Sports Blog on the Greater STL Sports Network. R. Bolsey here with you. You can tweet me at RBolseyJR. You can tweet the Greater STL Sports Network at Greater STL SN. Now I'm going to start the show off with the TV on and everything. Y'all would have heard some Seinfeld. I don't know what else was on. I switched it to Sports Center. And I still had the fucking TV. Now, it might have been better for most of y'all that actually listen to this show for that to be on than me. But that's okay. That's okay. It's my show. I think I've actually done that before, where I've actually had like noise in the background that wasn't supposed to be noise. Like kids and whoever has shit around is a little different than like actually having the TV on and not paying no fucking attention. But show might have been better. We had something else on. You might have heard something funny. I know I'm not a big Seinfeld fan. Jerry Seinfeld's comedy is cool. I can watch a Jerry Seinfeld stand up. But Larry David, I really like him. Curb Your Enthusiasm, pretty good show. But you need to hear me. Hear me. The star of the show. But you can follow us on Twitter at Greater STLSN. You can follow me, RBolseyJR. Back on Google Play, Facebook, and YouTube, Greater STL, one word, Sports, the network. Greater STL, one word, Space Sports, Space Network. I don't know if that's confusing. I don't know. Greater STL is one word, though. Even on YouTube, though, you have to, when you type it in, it wants to split it up, and then you have to click. We'll figure it out, sooner or later. You gotta get some views going. We got enough fucking videos now. Like, even when people don't have views, they got enough fucking videos where you type in the name and it comes up. It doesn't do this for this fucking show. Pisses me off. But I promote it tons on Facebook and on Twitter. I put it up there every now and then. Go to Greater STL SN. Goes right to the show. Right there in the little thing. Check out the website, gstlsn.wix.com/1314. And whenever I decide that I'm going to say it and do it live, you can find us on Ustream also, which you can also watch us live at gstlsn.wix.com/1314. Now, it was a fucking great weekend finally for the Cardinals. You have all these coaching staff changes. You get your DFA Peralta. And all of a sudden, this whole team looks like a different team. You're scoring runs. The bullpen kind of still sucks. You know, Rosenthal comes back. Had a little bit of struggle. But it's nice to see them actually go out there against a bad team and win. And you sweep the Phillies after getting swept by the Reds. When you lost a game that Bronson Arroyo started. It's a little scary. But it's something. It's something to start. And now they start, which essentially is going to be a 4-game series against the Brewers because of rain delays. And about this series, to start off before I talk about it, I mean, this is a big series. First place team. You're only a game and a half behind the Cubs. I mean, this is a big fucking series. Now, they didn't play today. Yesterday, Monday, whatever you want to call it. Shitty day, whatever. Wasn't a shitty day for me, I was on work. But you have a doubleheader tomorrow. And you're playing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then you go to another series. Why would you wear out a team if you're the Major League Baseball with neither team playing in Sunday Night Baseball? I think that Detroit played the Red Sox or something. Detroit played somebody. I remember that. But that means they play day games. Which means if you're playing a day game and you have a game on Monday, you're taking an early enough flight where you get in there at a decent time. And you play 4 separate days. Instead, you got a doubleheader tomorrow. Which not only messes up the rosters, you got to bring up Marco Gonzalez so he could start to help the pitching staff. And then you have to send my guy, Paul DeJong, down so he can bring up another reliever just in case. Definitely with Marco starting, the Cardinals play that stupid bullshit where they bring a guy up and he can only go 5 innings at the most and blah, blah, blah. And you gotta watch Marco because he's been injured. I understand all that. But to me, this is MLB's fault. Why would you reschedule this game for a doubleheader and they're off today? I understand giving them an off day. But wouldn't it wear out a team more going into the doubleheader and then playing series back to back? Definitely when you're not, and this is their one day off for a while to basically the All-Star break. I mean, wouldn't it benefit and have the game at 1 o'clock or have it early, like they're going to have one game tomorrow at 1:15? Like, it doesn't make any sense, like, in the long run. I mean, it doesn't make any sense for the Cardinals to send down DeJong for Tuliolava, but I understand that. And Sam Tuliolava deserves to be on this roster. He's one of the actual bright spots that was in the bullpen, and you sent him down for no effing reason. To keep Slocovich up here, and then you had to get rid of him. To keep Broxton up here, and then you got rid of him. To let Brett Cecil pitch. And it's probably a little more to harp on because this is against the first place team. Like, really, this is a big series for the Cardinals. And, you didn't know that when all the rain delays were going to happen, that the Cardinals are going to be in a struggling spot, and Brewers are going to be in first place. Who expected the fucking Brewers to be in first place? Like, I think Garza's still pitching now. I didn't fucking know Mike Garza was still in the league. I mean, I don't know half their team. I know the team, part of the team now. I know Thames because of Japan. You got a couple, and Braun, of course. But it looks like it's going to be a team that you got to get to know. I mean, the Cardinals get lucky and the Cubs lose tonight, so you go into tomorrow and you're right behind the Cubs. You win both games. You win the first game, you're a half a game back, and hopefully the Cubs lose a game, and then that gains you another full game. You're above the Cubs with a losing record. I think it gets them to 500, but it's bad scheduling. And now Colton Wong comes back and you send DeJong down, so Colton's going to get most of the playing time. I think it's 10 days before DeJong can come back up, so I don't know who you bring. I guess you can play Greg Garcia. And then the Cardinals are lucky that like 90% of who's really old on this roster anymore? Fowler, I guess, but Piscotty or Pham can go in center field. You only got to replace Yachty, and Fryer's played halfway decent in the time he's been. I mean, just think of last year before they released him, because Pena came back, and the time this year he's been pretty good, except for following Windmill Arm, who's no longer with the club. So, well, he's with the club somewhere. Who knows what the fuck he's doing? Roving instructor probably, or something like that. But this ends up being a big game, a big series when you're at home for all four. But to get I understand getting the day off in there because the Cardinals haven't had many days off. It wasn't really planned for them to have many days off during the stretch. But the doubleheader just doesn't make sense to me. But if you look at it, I mean, it's not really a problem with the pitching staff at all. But you bring Marco up, which gives you breaks to the other players, even with the day off. There was and the Cardinals were making it look like it's a playing day off. Like this game was unexpected, even though it was with rain delays, so someone's getting a less start. Who really cares about all that? But this is another series where the Brewers are a good hitting team, and your starting pitching has to be there. So, I honestly like sending down DeJong, even though you can't bring him back up for 10 days. And bringing Tuliolava up. My boy Chad Hoffman got in the bat. I think he struck out, of course. But he got in a bat. Hey, I was wrong. He got in a bat for 2 weeks. So I was wrong there. Hey, I wonder if Huffman's going to get a start tomorrow. I wonder that. I don't know who you start him over at this point. Fowler's looks like he's hitting a little better in the second spot. Carpenter's starting to hit a little better in that leadoff spot. Which, if the Cardinals were looking for trade bait, you would look at guys like Carpenter and Piscotty maybe. Like, could you really trade Carpenter at this point? A guy that this might be this power hitter and this close to 300 hitter, but he can only seemingly bat in the leadoff spot. And it bodes well that he plays other positions, that he can play second base, which is a prime position. The middle infield, that teams are always looking for them type of players. But one of the slower guys in your team, and he has to bat leadoff to hit. And you could say, well, he doesn't have to bat. Oh, yeah, for him to play, right, he has to bat leadoff. I mean, he basically plays as a leadoff hitter when he's batting second or third. I mean, he's seen one of the tops in the league, is seeing the most pitches in the league. He was tops in the league at not swinging at strikes. So it's good that Mancini got that through. Like, this guy's going to fucking bat leadoff. That's just what's going to have to happen. We can pay Fowler all this money. Whatever. Second isn't that big of a deal. I get more money here. By the time Fowler gets to his contract, there's not going to people be looking at Dexter Fowler as their cornerstone player to bat leadoff. I can almost guarantee that. He might be like with Johnny Damon of the world and has to go to Tampa Bay if he really wants to do that. But it's had to turn around somewhere. And it's good that you got a team like Philadelphia that's struggling, that doesn't really have the pitching or really the hitting, for it to start. And you could mess with the lineup a little bit more. I mean, the bottom of the lineup's all over the place. With Scotty's batting here and Diaz is batting here, and with the Gotti out, you got Fryer coming in there, so you put him lower in the lineup, so you're moving Wong around. And it's pretty much seemed like the top 3 or 4 have really been stable. Except for Piscotty at times. But it's nice to see that you had really, against a team like Philadelphia, to move this lineup around to see where these guys seemingly get better. And it's Carpenter in the leadoff spot as of now. And that means you have to use Fowler too. And then Jerko stays at 4. I don't care who bats 3, Pham, whoever. Piscotty. And I'm the only 2 I would put there if I was Matheny. I can't see anybody else. Maybe Yachty, just because he has an eye on high on base percentage. But it's nice you got to play a bad team to put yourself in the position to see what you can do, where these guys need to play at to get to the first place team in the division when you play the Brewers this week. So, I don't know. Like, if that changes as the season goes on, maybe you get Carpenter comfortable again, you can move him back to the third spot and move Fowler back. I wouldn't do it. And that just seems like something that they would do. Well, let's get guys comfortable. And if they get comfortable, maybe it doesn't matter where you play them. I mean, Carpenter proves that he's better than that leadoff spot. So you can play Fowler, whatever you pay him. And second, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, he's not getting on base either. So if you got a guy comfortable, I mean, why the fuck not? And this is actually going to be a halfway decent stretch. After you get past the Brewers. You go from the Orioles to the Phillies and Pittsburgh game, one of the two bad teams in the league right now. So it's kind of the stretch where you need to get something going. When you have teams against these, when you have to play against these bad teams. Because after that, you start playing against some of the better teams for a stretch. With the Diamondbacks and the Nationals. So I would like to get into them series and see what you got from now. It sucks that they have to send DeYoung down. Because you might have found maybe your seemingly second baseman, your starting second baseman over Wong. Even though I think that Greg Garcia still isn't getting a chance, which I don't like. Well, I mean, I don't understand the point of him being on the roster. He's turning into that charity player. Wish they get him starts here and there, but you would like to see him get more of a shot from what he's proved. And not just this year, in the past. I mean, it's not like the Wong's been lining it up, and DeYoung wasn't like lighting it up. But it was nice to see like some defense. It was nice to see him actually hit a little bit, even though he was struggling over the past week or so. But it would be nice to go into the series with Philadelphia and Pittsburgh after you get the Brewers and Nationals and see what you got. And maybe they will at the point. 10 days away. You've got 4 against the Brewers, and then you go. So he can be brought back up, I don't know, the 22nd. So that's against. That's next game's against the 13th. So he'd be coming in against that series against the Pirates. So that's something to think about. And you can see what you got in Wong, which is something they really need to do. And maybe this does Greg Garcia a chance if Wong struggles. I'm not begging Wong to fail right now. I'm really not, but it's the same stuff every fucking year. So maybe it is time to maybe look into something else. But he has the contract, and they drafted him, and they seem to fall in love with these players that they drafted that come out and play halfway decent, and they give contracts so they don't have to fuck with the free agent years, which is they're one of the only teams to do it. And get these guys for a reasonable price, even if it's only for really 2 or 3 years into free agency. It's at a halfway decent price. And then it lets you go out and get guys like Fowler. Let you go out and get guys even though he hasn't been good in Cecil. It lets you have money for upcoming free agents like Lynn. It lets you keep a Molina around. It lets you give a guy like Carpenter, who's in the same boat, a halfway decent contract to keep him around. Piscotty's another one. And it also bodes well for what could be down the stretch in the next couple years with big free agents coming out. Manny Machado in there. A lot of people would like to see Bryce Harper here. I mean, there's free agents I haven't quite looked up yet, but signing them guys to them type of contracts could become a thing that makes 2018 and 2019 down the road a whole different spectacle, a whole different season, a whole different set of players. Because you would know if you went out and got a Manny Machado, if you watch Machado, that's an upgrade from Jed Jerko. You could go out and get a left fielder. Or even if, in the long run, you have to move Fowler over to left to get a decent, get a better center fielder. Or different bullpen guys. Or if you lose a Lynn, you can get another starting pitcher. I mean, it's smart thinking. Honestly. I mean, this win now thing is a big thing every year because it's every year. I mean, you're not. They have to think into the future. We don't. So it's understandable why they do that. Now in this podcast, I don't want to think about the future either. I'm talking about it. I don't want to think about it. I would rather them have a chance this year. I mean, to do that, the whole starting staff's going to have to go 9 innings a game, though. And hope that the offense, there's 2 or 3 players that actually can hit on any given day. Which hasn't happened much. And it's not all, it's partly Matheny's fault in the starting pitching, but the lineup's not totally his fault. I don't know who else you could blame it on. People want to blame it on Matheny, but sometimes you gotta blame the fucking players. Honestly. And, base running, I said that about base running too. Even though windmill. But sometimes I understand some of the young players struggles with it. Like the young the other night. I don't understand Carpenter. Who's like the best player at getting thrown out at any given base. He's got to have the most thrown outs at base. I don't know who it is. But it'd be nice to see the starting pitching come out and prove some here against the first place team. Because this isn't the world's greatest division. The Brewers aren't the best team in the MLB. The Cardinals aren't that great either. But it'd be nice to go out there and make a kind of a statement and say, we're over this bullshit. We're over the Brewers being in first place. The Cubs are sucking right now. We're done with the Cubs. We're done letting them hover around too. That would be nice. You have to start hitting though sometime. Because the starting staff isn't gonna. And I've said it. It seems like something every year. Like I say, this isn't gonna happen all year, and then it fucking does. So hopefully, I say these things, and the starting pitching staff does stay like they are. I don't trust Leak or Waka all that much. Lynn scares me with the Tommy John. It was something the other day that, he called us. Pitched pretty well the Capitals. That was his first complete game. Was the other day. I think it was Sunday against the Phillies. Might have been Saturday. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was Sunday, but that was his first career complete game. That's something that boggled my mind. I think about that. And it's probably something where they're keeping him on an innings limit or blah, 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 blah. Which, that probably could mess up your... You would think if a pitcher's in a groove, you would just leave him alone. And that, starting to stop. It probably could mess up a pitcher's arm. I wonder if it happened with Waka in the playoffs a couple of years ago. But there's times you're going to have to help out this pitching staff, and the Cardinals haven't done it. And this is the series that started. Even this early in the year. You did this, you DFA'd Peralta, you fucked with the coaching staff, you lost Broxton, you're moving players all around, up and down, from the majors to the minors, up and down all over the lineup. It's time to go out here and make a statement. It's time for these players to start coming around. Or this isn't going to be the season we were all hoping for. I didn't have much hope in it anyway. In general, I've been talking about it the whole time. Nice to see Fowler. But that's it. That was it. So these are statement games. This early in the season. Because halfway is not that far away. We're a month away from halfway through the season. So basically, you're over a third of the season. It's time to start making statements. Like, what team are you going to be? And you have to prove it against the first place team. You're going to have to prove it when you go play Baltimore. And you need to really put an ass whooping on the Phillies and Pirates when you play them next. Even though it's a stress where they're playing so many games in so many days, that can't be an excuse at this time. This is where you're getting to the part of the season where you have to make some kind of move towards the top of that division. Because who knows what the Cubs are going to do? Who knows how good the Brewers are going to be? So it's time for the Cardinals to do something about it. So in a big statement week, you have to do it. Definitely playing the first place fucking team. With a bunch of players and nobody in the city can name unless you're sitting there actually watching the. I can name Travis Shaw because he kicked the fuck out of us for every game the Braves played against the Brewers. Matt Garza, I can name him because I've never understood the deal with him. With Chicago and Tampa Bay and now Milwaukee. I never understood that. And Brian because he's a fucking punk. Even though there were rumors talking about that the Cardinals are looking maybe. That's what he could be one of the guys the Cardinals look at when looking to make trades. Which would really tick me off. But come on, hey, go ahead, Ryan, get this lineup that sucks. I'll take it, fuck it. Yeah, you're a punk. You're a bitch. But I'm not going to be one of these guys that would go to the stadium and I can't believe the Cardinals got Ryan. No, the Cardinals need Ryan Braun. Unless Pham steps up. Which I don't know if Ryan Braun's defense is as good as Tommy Pham's. So you have to look at things. Other things like they look at now the sabermetrics like defensive run save and catch probability and blah 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 blah. Stuff I don't understand. I don't understand how you can make up a stat to say, well, this based on all these left fielders in the league, he had a blah 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 chance, 50% chance of catching that ball. Or whatever. Because guys are faster than some guys. Tommy's fans faster than a Matt Holliday or a Ryan Braun. So it's just something. I don't know. But it's a big series. That's all we can say about it. Now, I'm not on Twitter as much as I used to be. I do look at it time to time. I'm not on Facebook as much as I used to be. I was on Facebook today, though. And boy, this would have been a great show to start. Hooker Liquors and your baby mom. I'm gonna have to start it. Y'all are fucking up on Facebook. And most of the people that will listen to this show, the 5, 6 people, whoever, that listen to this show, probably aren't the ones I'm talking about. Like, I was looking through old Facebook posts. I would be one of the people that I'm talking about, last year. I've been a lot better this year. Since, I don't know, probably since, March and April, I've been having a little more fun for Facebook. At times, I do get grumpy, and I do delete a lot of posts. So if you see some of the posts that I've deleted, I might not have got better. Over the past month or so, I haven't really, it's been mostly a sports blog of my kids. But tonight would have been a great. I wish I would have sat there and actually thought about wanting to start it, because I would have fronted everybody out. I need to figure out how to do graphics, so I can put these people on front, like the dumb videos that people do. And I'll be down here in the corner, and I just pin up the fucking tweet or Facebook message, whatever. Facebook post, like one of the ones you're going down. My dad was the first guy to hurt me, or something like that. Shut the fuck up. No one gives a fuck. Funny. It's funny to me though. And then you see the ones I feel bad for them, the single moms or girls that are pregnant, the baby daddies leave them. But that's one of the most tweeted out fucking things, or tweeted Facebook post things, is talking about baby daddy. Now I do it sometimes. I do tend to have a little fun at making fun of my baby mom, which, who cares? She's probably put stuff on me. I don't see her Facebook. I don't know. We're not friends on Facebook. No, we're connected on Messenger, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know what the hell she posts. I probably look at it a lot more than I should. But when the people were posting the things, and the people post my dad was the first one to ever heard me go, I don't want to be that dad. That's why I'm here in the countryside. When I thought about it, I was having a conversation. I don't know why it got to sympathy pains. I started thinking I should have used that more. And like the person I was talking to said something like, "Well, you can only get sympathy pains from one." I don't care. I should have used that more. Like, who came up with sympathy pains? I guarantee it was some guy. Hungover, no stomach hurting, girl can't drink, so she's not gonna want to hear about it. She woke up whining about her stomach, and he's like, "Oh, I feel you, baby. I feel you. Oh, my stomach's hurting too. I must be feeling pain for you, because I love you so much. I fucked your sister and all." Which, that wasn't what he's thinking in his head. Or I fucked a neighbor. I fucked your best friend. But I love you, man. That's my sympathy pain. Like, that's why I get drunk, because I'm in so much pain, because I know how you're hurting. Like, I wonder if a guy ever thought about using that for periods. I should talk about periods on the show, and I won't think about it. Like a girl, got a headache. Oh, I got a headache too. I'm so sorry. I feel you. I feel your pain. Like, I really want to know who came up with it. And I should have used it more. And that's mean to say, kind of, I guess. But, like me and my baby mom were good at the time. Good for a long time after she was pregnant. Made sure I couldn't have no more kids. But we were good for a long time after that. Good. We'll use quotes there, I guess. I don't know. Something I feel like I should have used a lot more. I feel like I missed out on an opportunity. I wish I would have been the guy to come up with it, because then I would have used it like to a whole nother extent. I wonder what that would have got. I wonder what that guy got that came up with it. I really do. Like, he must have been did something hell fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying? He must have just like fucked up totally. And that's the way to get his girl's mind off of it. I don't know. I don't know if I believe in it. I don't believe in a lot of things, as you've heard a lot on this show. I don't know if I believe in fucking sympathy pains for a pregnant girl. I just don't. I'm saying y'all can be in pain. You girls can be in pain and all that. I understand. I don't think it's gonna pain. Like, I feel bad. I don't know if that's gonna be in that much pain where I feel like y'all feel. I shouldn't be putting it out of the show just in case any girls listen, and then I can use that excuse. Like, I might be like the new campaign manager for sympathy things for periods. It's a good idea. I mean, get you something to bitch about too. Like, oh, I'm having the same sins as you stupid motherfucking bitch. Be a good idea the bitch. Man, that's honestly what it had to be over. Like, the guy wanted to bitch about something, and like, she's fucking pregnant. Damn it. What can I use? I got sympathy pains. Just good stuff. Good stuff, whoever came up with that. I don't know. Maybe President Clinton came up with it. I don't know. The doctor that came up with it must have been fucking all his nurses or something. Good idea, though. We'll change the subject. I don't know if I want to keep talking about pregnancy and periods. I, for one, will never have to deal with a pregnancy again. Woo woo. But all girls have periods. You can stop that birth control. Maybe the next chick I get, I won't tell her. She just takes birth. Like, there's stuff to stop that stuff. That's from what I heard. I'm not a fucking doctor. I might start going to school for one, so I know these kind of things. Start looking it up on the internet. Be Dr. Google. You see in ESPN's been getting trolled, and this ain't the first time it's happened. I kind of want to go to their account. I don't know what it is. It's ESPN press release or something. But they sent out a tweet to one of the Pittsburgh guys, and he's interviewing, I think his name's Jameson Tillman. His last name's Tillman, I think. Prize pitcher who had testicular cancer, and he pitched tonight. But then they did some grand story on them. ESPN has to use it. The guy said, "Well, I'll send it to one of the guys you fired, Jason Stark. You can ask him." This ain't the first time he's stealing from somebody else. He might not know he's stealing from somebody else, which I'm pretty sure they all work together. Because Nashville's not that far from Pittsburgh. But a Nashville writer just did it not that long ago with PK Subban. and your runner-up to the Stanley Cup champions, Nashville Predators. But he was interviewing Predators, and the guy did the same thing. Said, well, maybe you should have reporters here to report them. That's funny fucking stuff. Like, that would like be me for all these people that work, to fire all these people that work for the network. I'm the only one. But let's just say I had a staff. And literally saying, well, I'm going to fire you. But if you see something good on Facebook or Twitter, could you send it to me for, weird news or hooker looker in your baby mama or something, just, you still help me out. But I can't give you a job. And it's not like it was one of the guys that actually worked for ESPN, but they're all friends. They're all in the same business, so they've all hung out and blah, blah. For a network not to have, and to not have reporters is beyond me. Like, where are they sending their reporters? Why wouldn't a guy, why wouldn't they have, I think they have all these fucking announcers for all these sports. Why wouldn't a guy, even though it's one of the higher paid guys, why wouldn't a John Schumann, or, I can't remember his name, I think it's Giambi. Why would one of them guys? Why wouldn't you, if you knew the guy was coming back, you knew he was probably going to give a good flipping interview. If you're ESPN, why wouldn't you send somebody there? And you have little cronies. It's, I understand it might cost you some plane money, but Connecticut doesn't seem that far from fucking Pittsburgh either. I understand cutting costs. But you don't think there's some, they just think that, well, we're ESPN. Everybody's going to give us anything we want just to have it on there. Well, the thing is, ESPN understands these people want their own recognition. And now you just gave it to them. By text, by putting that on Twitter. Literally putting that on Twitter that you want to use their shit. You didn't direct message them, you didn't call the Pittsburgh Gazette or whoever the fuck the guy worked for. You literally asked him on Twitter for everybody to see it. And the dumb people that follow the ESPN marketing department, who fucking follows the ESPN marketing department? Who literally said, I understand following it a little bit now, just to see some of the tweets they sent out to some of these guys trying to get. But who literally, and they might have got all these followers after the Nashville thing, but who literally goes and says, I'm going to type in ESPN. And ESPN probably got ESPN NBA and, MLB on ESPN and blah, blah, blah. But who sits around and says, I'm going to follow the fucking marketing department? It doesn't quite make any fucking sense to me. This is somebody that's completely fucking, I got better things to do. Understandably, I follow the Post-Dispatch from St. Louis, and it gives me a lot of fucking weird news. Which is good for the show. The ESPN marketing department is not going to give me shit for this show. It's not going to give me shit. It's not going to give me entertainment. It's not going to give me any news on ESPN. It's not going to fucking give me nothing. And there are people that actually follow that shit. What are you going to do for the fucking marketing department? And it has to be some people with egos too. They're I'm going to follow the marketing department and see when they post something so I can talk shit. Or they follow it to, we're going to send them DMs and, I got this great story on my 3-year-old who hit an inside the park home run in my Wolf ball game. They're going to show that. Okay. Following the ESPN marketing department. Obviously they tweet the people and say, can we use this on ESPN? And I obviously get told no a lot. Though, if I was one of these guys, that wasn't big, you never know how big the Nashville writer was. You never know how big this Pittsburgh guy. But if I was one of these guys and, all the guys on the internet that got this interview, I would send it right to him. I want recognition, though. If you're in this business and you actually got something, that'd be something for the marketing department to Not your 3-year-old wolf playing wolf football and then hitting inside a park home run. That's not quite gonna work. But if you were one of these guys that out here trying to get your feet wet. I mean, I'm out here trying to get my dick wet. I'm out here trying to get my feet wet in the business. And I actually had something. I mean, that's a good reason to follow it. I don't see any other good reason to follow it. So you can DM stuff. So that you don't look like hey, ESPN, blah, blah, blah. Can you show this on SportsCenter? I mean, I bet that's 90% of their tweets. I almost guarantee it is. I can't see nothing else to tweet at the marketing department. Or even to watch them on Twitter. I really can't. I'm literally trying to sit here and think about it. As I'm doing this, I didn't think about it before the show, because I'm lazy. But I can't see nothing unless to use it for DMs. And for up-and-comers, because most of these guys probably just send it to ESPN in general. They probably know something, somebody that knows something, that knows something, that knows something, you know what I'm saying? Like most of these writers probably have a gateway to ESPN. They don't need to use the Twitter to do it. And ESPN putting it out there on their own, that's just not smart in general. You're fucking yourself, making yourself look. Because not every reporter is going to want to get their name out there because they're throwing in all these websites like Clutch Points and 12 Up and MLB memes and NFL memes and NHL memes and blah, blah, blah. Now you're getting fronted out. You're making yourself look even worse. To be honest with you. Now, Lonzo Ball, that's the king of Fox Sports and obviously going to get a lot of play on ESPN. Been on ESPN before. It's Lonzo. He's trying out for the Lakers this week, and this is from one of these websites I'm talking about, Clutch Points. And you've seen it all over. But, he's on everything. But Los Angeles Lakers on Wednesday morning held an individual workout with UCL point guards Lonzo Ball at practice their facility. Beyond Ball reiterating his desire that he wants to play for the Lakers, one of the minor storylines surrounding him centered on his choice of shoes for the workout session as he decided to wear James Harden's Volume 1 sneakers instead of ZO2s, according to Shimada Amada of NBC Los Angeles. Much has been made of his father's LeVar Ball and his company Big Baller Brand that produced his first shoe. LeVar hasn't been shy about promoting his own brand while aiming to keep it as an independent entirety away from the big corporations such as Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. Which, if y'all want to go to this, I got some nice pictures from LiveMe.com, but we'll get over it. They said it has become expected that Lonzo will wear his own shoe to his first year in the NBA, regardless of where he lands in the NBA draft later this month. The decision for him to go with another pair of shoes aside from the ZO2s is not known. And I lost the story. But I know what it ended with. May have been to you. Okay. The decision for him to go with another pair of shoes aside from the ZO2s may have been used to avoid any other distractions created from it alone. It's worth noting that Harden did don Harden's shoes during his one season at UCLA and various workouts since the season ended. That's kind of fucked. Like, I wonder how that conversation went with his. Now, I don't know if he's really. I think you see him with his dad every now and then, and he claims that he doesn't. He's all with his dad. He thinks some of the shit's funny, and that's how his dad's always been. Blah, blah, blah. I wonder how this conversation went. You wear my shoes, son? Nah, I'm gonna wear these better fucking shoes, but how James Harden made. But they don't want to give you any money. We can try this. These fucking shoes are fucking bad. How does that conversation go when you have your own brand of fucking shoes? Definitely with how crazy his fucking dad is in general. I mean, that had to be a fight. And now it's promoted out there. Which it gets CO2s out. Which it probably got made fun of a lot more than I have seen. But damn, homie, I gotta make your daddy look bad. Like if my dad came out of the shoe, and they were shitty shoes, I'd just lie about it and wear them for a while. You know, I'd wear them until, you know, they fell apart on the course. This motherfucker is showing up to the game, to the practice for the draft, and not even wearing his own shoes. Those shoes are supposed to promote your career. Shoes that, like, are when you want to promote your shoe, when you're at this point where people aren't buying your shoes because they cost so much or this and that, when you want to go out there and try to make it look better, like even if, like maybe they're, I don't know, to me that's kind of making people think that your shoe could be uncomfortable. You want fucking people to think that? I don't know. That's just a fucked up thing. I don't know if I could do that. Like, it might have been out of spite. You never fucking know, like, to be honest with you. That's crazy to think that he would go do that, where he's trying to get his own brand out there. Now, you could probably say that he's probably not trying to get his own brand out there. You could probably say it's his dad. But damn, homie, you trying to make your dad look bad? I feel bad for daddy now. Clowns all over fucking beat Michael Jordan. There was a story the other day that he came up with some insane point total. I don't even read the fucking stories. Like, there's no point in general. They're showing that fucking shit on SportsCenter and Fox Sports 1, which I've stopped watching. I'm so tired of, you know, Fox Sports 1. That and UFC shows that are pretty much X'd out Fox Sports 1, except for a little bit of Speak for Yourself with Kyle Hart and Whitlock, which ain't that bad of a show. I'm actually a fan of Jason Whitlock, even though most people are. I think he actually, like, he just brings different topics to the table. And he puts some topics in a whole different light, and people don't like him because they think, oh, he's racist. Like, at least he's racist against white and black. At least he's racist against everybody. Equal opportunity racist. Like, I call myself an equal opportunity asshole. He's an equal opportunity racist. Like, the LeBron James stuff, he's all over the fucking thing for LeBron James. For saying that LeBron James, being a rich guy, doesn't feel racism. I mean, him and Sean King would add, which that made me an even bigger fucking fan of him, because that Sean King guy, I don't know who he writes for or what he does, just a fucking idiot. I mean, look it up. It was some of the best. And the Sean King cat still goes and thinks he's like some kind of fucking god. That guy's a fuck. Like the guy that the anti-racist and and the reporter that put out the Oregon State story. You know, it's funny because right after I did that show, we'll get off a little part topic, but right after I did the show last week where I was talking about that Oregon State pitcher, bringing up when he did some of these 15-year-olds when he was like, I didn't know exactly how people were going to feel about it. And like me and my dad were talking about it on the way to work. And he was telling me some story about sports. Can't quite remember what it was. But then I brought that up to him. Now, it was something around the same thing, or I wouldn't have brought it up. But I brought that up to him, and I didn't know what he was going to say or what. But he agreed with me the same way. Like, people don't think that they ever fucking done anything bad in their lives. And my dad said the kid was a minor. I told him I have to be a registered sex offender and blah blah. And the girl was 6, and like he totally agreed with. And he don't watch this fucking show. I mean, he might on the low. He's actually subscribed to the YouTube channel, our Ustream channel. I don't know about the YouTube channel. I haven't looked at it. He actually said, like later on, he wants to make him a YouTube channel. So I don't know if he even has a YouTube channel. Blah blah. So that's maybe why he's not subscribed to it. So he might watch it. Who knows? I can't tell you who views the show. I'll just tell you he gets views here and there. But people that just try to be different is fucking just doesn't make any sense. And Sean King's one of them guys. He just wants to be different. To be different. And it's always got to be something about race. It's always got to be something about racism. Always. But have a fucking point of view when you can't just stick to like these politicians or politics or people that follow. They stick to their like they're so strong on their views. That's not what politics is about. Politics is to have your own views and put them out there and follow the person that has your same kind of views. You're not going to follow their views. How I kind of believe that, and that's kind of how religion is, and just to prove that it's highly fucking fake. These people want you to follow them. You have to be set in your ways. You don't have to be set in your ways. You can have an opinion. It's okay. You can have an opinion about religion. They don't want you to do that. They don't want you to have an opinion about politics. They don't want you to do that. You can have an opinion on life. It doesn't have to be someone else's. Just because you like Donald Trump, you don't have to follow everything he says or does and think it's okay. That's how some of these people are. The MCA is the same fucking way. They're set in their fucking ways, and it's okay to be different people. Like, I'm going to bring up a story here in a minute about the NCAA. But things can change. It's changing the world. It's a changing world. I said it's changing the world. I'm changing the world. There's actually a class somewhere where I've seen that they're like aiming at like looking into world domination, like taking over the world. I don't know that's what it said. That was the headline. I didn't read the story because I'm lazy, and I read enough to fucking do what I do, and I can't read that good. And not to say that I can't, like I can sit here and read, but I can't read it back to you, which is bad enough. So I didn't look at the world domination story, which I could right now. But it having to be one thing and having to be one religion and this and that, it's over. It's actually good to have an opinion now, because the world's fucked up. So not to have an opinion is going to make you set in your fucking way, and this world's going to be just as bad as it is. And I don't quite understand what some of these people that have an opinion are like the people that are made to look bad. The Jason Wicklocks of the world that have an opinion and like actually can change his mind. Like, if you can't change your mind, that's not an opinion. That's you trying to be different. And saying that, and you're not even trying to be different. That's you trying to follow a narrative and get people to like you and follow your clicks. And I can't find that story, of course. But to not evolve with the world is just dumb to me. And it's kind of fucking ignorant. So I just don't get it. I honestly don't. I don't understand why a guy like Jason Whitlock, who has an opinion, like, you don't have to follow his opinion. But he's allowed to have a different point of view. And be okay with it. Like, they have like a guy like out there like Shaun King, who just thinks that racism is the same way it was in the 60s as it is now. Is just following a narrative. And that's just dumb. I understand it's still out there. I do. When you see it on TV. You see what Bill Maher, who had to come out here and apologize and had every black person he knew on the show, Ice Cube and all that. And trying to make himself look better. Dude, just say, hey, I shouldn't have said it on TV. It's not really my opinion. But I don't need to go on a fucking parade. And that was part of probably HBO. But he went on a fucking parade about it. Like, seriously? That's seriously what you had to do? Like, that makes zero fucking sense to me. Like, literally his whole show was talking, well, I don't feel that way. And blah, blah. And had people on there. And I understand some of what they said. And I agree with it. It's used, the term he used, the N-word, is used in a bad way. All the time. But you ain't gotta go parade on it, man. You're just trying to make yourself look like, you're trying to make it act like it never happened by doing this one thing. You think this is gonna ever happen again on Bill Maher for show, that he's gonna have a fucking round table with Ice Cube and this guy and that guy? And no! I'm glad he didn't have fucking, he was this close though. I guarantee it, to having Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton. This fucking close. I almost guarantee it. But I just don't understand it. But this shit about the NCAA I'm gonna talk about, it's fucking nuts. Donald Day LaHaye, Days as a kicker for the Central Florida football team. Days as a, told you about the reading, may come to an end. This is start over. Don D. LaHaye, Days as a kicker for the Central Florida football team may come to an end if he doesn't comply with the NCAA wants him to do. The NCAA reportedly gave Hay an ultimatum after discovering that some of De La Haye's video contains content of him displaying his day-to-day life as a UFC athlete. They told him to shut down his YouTube channel, for which he makes money for ad revenue, or quit college sports. It's really tough. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not making money illegally. I'm not selling dope. I'm not kidnapping or robbing people. I'm not selling my autographs for money. I'm not sitting here getting Nike checks and Nike deals and all these sponsorships. I'm literally filming myself. I'm sitting here editing things on my computer for hours and developing my own brand. I put in the work, and I'm not allowed to get any benefit from the work. I guess I can't make videos that make it obvious that I'm a student athlete, because that makes it seem like I'm using my likeness and my image to make money. And in all this, which I'm really not. Basically, I'm not allowed to make any money off my YouTube videos, so I'm working hard, basically like a job, filming, editing, creating ideas, doing things of that sort, and I'm not allowed to make any money. If I do, then bad things happen. I can't even think right now, because I feel like they're making me pick between my passion, what I love to do, make videos and be creative, and my other passion, football. De La Haye's most popular videos are shot at UFC facilities, but have zero to do with the football team and do not use the school's names or logo in order to promote this fucking phone. This is why I write down weird news, so I don't have to deal with this shit. And this is a fucked up ass. This is the NCAA set in their ways. We can make billions off of you. Now, they don't make much off Central Florida. I mean, gas. But Central Florida's on TV. And if you want to see my phone, you see that nice screen? That's on the website. You see that X I'm supposed to be able to click on? Nothing. Nothing. Technology's fucking stupid. Fucking hate it. But anyways, essentially, which you seem to use that word a lot. But anyways, the most popular videos are shot at the campus. And he doesn't use the logos. He doesn't say the school's name. He doesn't say he's a kicker. As he explains in his video below, which you can watch video at TotalSportsTour.com, this is my passion. This is my career. If you guys didn't know, I'm a marketing major, so this is literally pertains strictly to my career. Got that over with. So the NCAA says, you know what? You can go to school for this and that. You're not going to become nothing. Probably as a football player, because you're at Central fucking Florida. Right? Let's be real. You're a kicker at fucking Central Florida. There's probably soccer players and rugby players who get a chance before you. You're going to school for marketing. So he's going out there and marketing himself. Look what I can do. Look at this and that. Now he's going to get a job somewhere for this marketing shit. Just from this story alone. But that's how fucked up the NCAA is. We can put you on a video game. We won't say it's you. But we'll make it kind of do the same fucking things you do. Use the same numbers. And you can't make no money off that. You can create your own YouTube channel. No. What I would like him to do is go do something else. And just go in and make a video about him kicking a football. And see what the fuck they can do there. What can they fucking do? He's not the campus no more. And don't say you're a kicker. Just say, look at me kicking the football. I can kick a football. And look, it goes through. And make an arch. Or something like that. Kick it over a swing. I would just do kick it over a swing set. Kick it through a tree. I wonder what they would say then. Like, that's fucked up. The NCAA are a bunch of hoes. Like, I don't understand why anybody would work for that fucking place. They can do whatever they want, make money. They can be all fuck-ups at the top. But when a kid's out there trying to show people he can editing videos and doing this and that, trying to make it look like, hey, look, I can do this job. They literally say, no, you can't do that. You can't further your career because you're using a campus. You're using a campus that you don't use a name for, that you don't use a logo for, but you can't do it. You can't better yourself because you're doing it on our campus and you're making money off it. Now, I've been trying to make money off this shit for YouTube for a couple years. And I can't figure out the whole ad revenue thing. So I would like this guy to come to figure it out on me. Like, hey, how do you do the ad revenue thing? And like, this is gonna literally get him out there big. Like, if it doesn't, then I don't know the world. And it's kind of fucked up. That literally, they're telling him that you have to stop. That he actually, like, you're having fun doing this. You can't have fun. You can't further your career because you play football. Like, I want to know. Like, what they expected him to do. Like, how do they expect him to further his career? Like, I wonder if he didn't play football. Like, I wonder, like, what he would do with that. What do they want him to do? They want to make money off this motherfucker who's on YouTube, who's not going to pay you that much. I'm guaranteeing, like I fuck around with my son all the time about it, because he watches some of these people that have millions of followers, and I'm saying you there's no possible way they're living off YouTube. Now, you might be able to live off YouTube. I just don't see that it's possible. And I might be the dumb one here. Probably because I don't get enough views to live off YouTube. But this blows my fucking mind. These are a bunch of fucking loser piece of shit motherfuckers. They can fuck up anything they want at the top. They can fuck up the Penn State shit. They can fuck up the anything. The Duke volleyball thing, or Duke lacrosse thing, anything. They can look bad in any situation and they're okay. But this guy is doing some fucking YouTube videos to try to show people what he can do. And they literally say, you either can't be here and you can't play sports, or you take down what's making you a little bit of money that's furthering the career you're going to fucking school for. I would blow some fucking shit up. I'm telling you right now. That's the type of things that like make people with. And I'm not saying this kid can do it, but that being like with kids that have like stuff going through their mind, young kids, like this is the type of stuff that makes people like go suicidal and shit. I would fucking I don't know what you can do though. Like, does he really want to be a football player? Like, is it because he's a football player? Like, right now, I would go on NCAA, whatever year it is, if they even make the games anymore. Or videos on NCAA.com. And I would literally say, if I can't do this, then you can't have any videos of me. Like, is he signing his life away because he plays fucking football for the University of Central Florida? I mean, is he not gaining any money? Is he not? Like, and I don't know if this is, like, I wonder if he was, like, paying the school to literally be there. Like, what they would do. Like, this is fucked up to me. Like, it literally pisses me off. I don't get pissed off too often about certain shit. I might get pissed off a little bit. But, like, I would look at every fucking avenue and say, no, well, how are you gonna make money off me if I can't make money off of me? You're doing the opposite. I'm tired of the practice you can't preach shit. Definitely with the NCAA, who's the worst fucking business in the world. The stupidest fucking people. The biggest fucking assholes. That think they're better than everybody fucking else. That ain't just regular fucking people. Why do you gotta fuck with the kid who's doing what he's trying to do for a living when he's the kicker of Central Florida? Why are you watching what the fuck the kids are doing anyways? Why are you going on his YouTube channel? I mean, that's some scary stalker type shit. I mean, literally, if I was this kid, I would just make a video of me kicking footballs. And not say a word. Not say that I'm a kicker here, blah, blah, blah. I might just make fun of the NCAA. The whole time. Walk around with a poster saying, this is my likeness. I really would. Like, he's learning marketing or something. Be a marketing fucking genius and have fun with it. Because this is fucked up. This is fucked up. The worst people in the world, they can't handle any situation without getting investigated. I mean, they're on that investigation every fucking year. They want to investigate every little thing. They want to investigate a kid's YouTube page who's making tiny bits of money off people to watch his videos. Probably because he's broke as fuck because you guys don't let him fucking do anything else. He plays, when you're in football, they're out doing football stuff right now. They're doing it for months. When does the football season start? August, September? So literally has no time to work. He can't have a job. Like, I really want to know if he's a scholarship player. If it's because he uses the campus. Like, you tell me. Because I didn't say. But I want to know. I wouldn't use the campus anymore if I was this kid. I would go find a way to fuck with him. I would go take a picture in a basketball jersey and kick footballs around. And walk around with a poster. I would edit some shit just for fun. If I knew how to do it. Just to fuck with people. Just doesn't make any sense to me. It's fucking in. Alright, we'll do, did we talk about the NBA earlier? Oh, that Lonzo Ball. Oh, Golden State won tonight. But this is a story that's kind of close to home here in St. Louis. Former NBA player Darius Miles is already bankrupt and is finding ways on how to stay afloat and earn some money. This is from ClutchPoints.com. He recently made a sale of some of the NBA memorabilia he owned in order to get some cash in return. The good news for him is were sold quickly. The rare items included LeBron James signed jersey. He played for the Cavs. But the Larry Bird autograph, Lamar Odom and Dirk Nowitzki Game 1 shoes were also among the hot items according to the ESPN. And this guy had some funny shit though. Like, this is some of the shit he stole. LeBron James signed jersey, Larry Bird signed jersey. LeBron James jersey sold for $1,500. Larry Bird's sold for $100. Ain't that fucked up? He sold an AR-15, a Beretta, a karaoke machine which he sold for $75. Dirk Nowitzki's shoes and LeVar Odom shoes both sold more than Larry Bird's jersey. Now this is some of the, but you see, he's stolen 2 guns, and then those netted both more than these shoes or the Larry Bird jersey. But he sold 5 BA players for $21.50 and a toaster for $2. Although Miles earned a fucking toaster. This is how broke this dude is. Although Miles earned nearly $62 million over his NBA career, he had to file for bankruptcy last year as he only owned close to $500,000 in assets, but it's over $1.5 million of debt. He also has unpaid child support fees amounting to $20,000. Miles played 7 seasons. Why the child support thing needs to be in there? Fucked up. Miles played 7 seasons in the NBA for the 4 different franchises. He owns a decent career averages of 10.1 points, 4.9 rebounds, 1.9 assists. He is also a very talented player with the ability to score in different ways, but he struggled to find his niche in the league. He is not the first former NBA player who has struggled with finances. However, it is possible for him to bounce back and become successful despite the difficult situation. Antoine Walker, just did that, and he can be an inspiration of Miles who can look forward to getting his feet on the ground again. Damn, you make $62 million in your career, and you're broke. I'm telling you right now, give me $62 million. No, he played what? It's at 6-7 seasons. Give me $62 million. Don't let me spend it for 6-7 years, and then hand it to me all at once, and so you can do whatever you want. I'm telling you, I will never go broke. Like, what do these guys buy? What did he spend 62? Like, you need a house and a couple cars. I can see that. You have everything lavish. What does that cost to know? And he says he only has 500. You don't even have a house or a car. 500,000 in assets means you don't have a decent house and you don't have a decent car. I'm telling you right now, I go spend probably $2 million on a house. Give me a couple nice cars. Give me a nice truck to look like a big guy. I'm buying everything nice. What's that? And let's say it's $10 million. I understand taxes and all that fall in there too. I might smoke a lot of weed though, so that might help. I mean, you're pretty drunk. I might spend that $62 million pretty quick. But $62 million, and now he's out here selling. He sold a Larry Bird signed jersey for $100. I'm telling you right now, I would have given more than $100 for Larry Bird signed jersey. He sold some VHS players should be worth more than $21.50. 5 VHS players sold for $4 each. That don't make no fucking sense to me either. This motherfucker had to sell his toaster. Now, there's ability to live without a toaster. I did it for a long time. Like, you can get a cheap toaster at Walmart, though, for $8. This motherfucker had to sell his toaster. God damn, homie. This motherfucker must be getting fucked up. I want to go find where Darius Miles lives. Like, he probably don't live in East St. Louis no more. I want to find out where this motherfucker lives. Cause I want to kick it with this dude. I'll be his best friend. I got me this job. I don't make this much money, but whatever you need, Darius. As long as we can gig it, I'm down. You know, he's probably got people that will hook him up every now and then. But God, $62 million fucking dollars. That pisses me off for him. God damn. I can't get that past my fucking mind. What I need a breakdown of what he spent $62 million on. I'm not going broke. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, I'm gonna buy some regular shit so I can get totally fucked up for a long period of time. Like 62 million. Let's say I spend 10 million. I gotta pay taxes. Let's just say taxes and shit every year are like $500,000. So I got 50 million to fuck with. It's on. And I got everything. If I go broke, I have to come back to mommy and daddy's. If I'm literally going that broke, give me a fucking job at McDonald's, and I'm selling my little mansion for whatever the fuck I can sell it for, and I'll bring all my shit into a fucking $200,000 house. I'm not gonna look dumb where I gotta sell my fucking toaster for $2. Number one, I feel like that's the value. So I lived without a toaster. I mean, it's possible, but it's not fun. It's not fun. You gotta preheat the oven. You want your toast to be right. You know, you gotta do everything right. That's no fun. That's like 8 minutes to make a fucking thing of toast. I'm so broke I gotta sell my toaster for $2. Not cool. Now this has been the fair part of the show. We haven't done it in a while, but we'll bring it back. That was all this news now. All this news that we talked about. That's crazy news. But nothing's better than weird news. Jessica Gomez is confused about candy. So confused that she brought a lawsuit against Jelly Belly, alleging that the fancy phrasing on the packaging led her to believe she was purchasing a sugar-free product. Gomez bought Jelly Belly Sports variation. Jelly Belly Sport, a variation of the candy. Wow, I having trouble again tonight on this fucking shit. A variation of the candy that is marketed as an exercise supplement supposedly containing carbohydrates, electrolytes, and vitamins, and lists evaporated cane juice on the ingredient label, but not sugar. In her class testing lawsuit, Gomez stated that the ingredient label violates the Consumer Legal Remedies Act, Unfair Business Practices Law, and False Advertising Law in California by intentionally confusing so-called health-conscious consumers. Understandably, Jelly Belly does not think the case has any merit, calling the case nonsense. They rightfully point out that although the ingredients label must state evaporated cane juice, the nutritional effects must include the product's sugar content, which she would have seen if she was examining the package as carefully as she claims. The candy company does seem to be wrong in one regard. Though last year the FDA decided to describe anything that comes from fruit or juice. And I didn't write that down right. Actually, and what it says is, you can't call it a fruit or vegetable, it doesn't come from juice. But I wrote that down wrong. The company wants the lawsuit thrown out. According to the plaintiff, does not explain why an athlete or anyone would be surprised to find sugar in a product described as jelly beans. This type of lawsuit seems to be popping up all over lately. A case against Hershey's slack fill practices, which is basically filling the box halfway, I think you got more, and one against Krispy Kreme for neglecting to tell consumers that their donuts did not contain real fruit. The Hershey slack practice thing was funny to read because it's a majority person. I'm like, who who really thinks to have these lawsuits? Like, and who doesn't think the candy has sugar in it? That's the funniest thing I've read in a while. Like, who really thought, like, the idea, like, I'm gonna buy some jelly beans. Like, who buys candy and says, this is good for me to go out and hang out with, and it's sporty. People are gonna try to get money off anything. So Krispy Kreme, does the cream filling inside a fucking donut ever look like real fruit? Are they gonna stick a fucking orange inside your fucking Krispy Kreme donut? We're gonna stick an orange. We're gonna no. The slack Phil Prowse, I'm with this guy. And he's from Missouri, so he has nothing better to do with his life. I'm with this guy though. Filling the chip bag halfway, I can only get a fucking couple handfuls. That pisses me off. Pay $2 for a bag of chips now. Chips getting fucking expensive. This dude did it off the candy box. So this must be some fat motherfucker. He was mad as a motherfucker. He opened that fucking candy box. That's all I get? Man, I'm suing these motherfuckers. It's funny as shit. Alright. That was from foodandwine.com. From HuffingtonPost.com. A Democratic lawyer in Rhode Island says that all pornographic browser tabs aren't his. Roman Perez distributed a printout of his Wikipedia article testimony last week. However, the file was actually a screenshot that showed not only the article, but also numerous browser tabs open to pages with explicit titles. 2 contain the word teen, while 1 contained the word young. That's almost hard to say. The screenshot showed only the titles of the other pages that were open, and not the pornographic images or videos. House spokesman Larry Bergman told the Providence Journal that Perez had given the printout to the clerk of the Finance Committee, who copied and distributed them, and then collected all the copies once the X-rated browser tabs were noticed. So this bitch made copies of this shit, right? I didn't notice it, but yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Perez told WLNE that he was ashamed and sorry about the incident. A friend sent me that picture with the info I was looking for. He was quoted as saying, "I used the picture to make copies. I didn't see this stuff at the top." One colleague told WLNE, and she was disturbed by the incident. "Everyone is watching him like a hawk. Everyone is watching every move he makes now," she said. "He also is halfway across the bridge of nowhere in my mind." The bill focused on payments for motorists involved in accidents with unlicensed drivers. Local CBS station WPRI reported. The page started by Perez in support of the proposal was about a similar policy in Puerto Rico. The committee voted to hold the bill for further study. Number 1, he gets a screenshot on his phone. Says, "I'm gonna print out this article," and doesn't see this. So that's one person. Now the next person, and he tweeted out too. There's a picture on Twitter of the fucking bill with his name on it, and he retweets, puts it out on his Twitter, and it says, "I didn't see all this shit." So that's one person. Now the next person that does it, this lady, this clerk for the finance, also does it. It doesn't see this. Politicians are dumbasses. I'm telling you right now, that's the first thing I noticed, and I'm a weirdo, so that would be why it would be the first thing. But it'd be the first fucking thing I noticed. I guarantee that. But you didn't even look for it? Are you telling me you didn't see this? Like, I want to know, like, I know you probably took the tweet down by now, and they blocked. I don't know. I want to see exactly what the guy was looking at. Like, young what? Teen what? I'm pretty simple. I just kind of scroll through the videos. I see something I like, I'm gonna watch it. I don't like go for the categories and stuff or type in stuff. Every now and then, if I'm like really bored, I might, just because. But he said they weren't his. If they weren't yours, you didn't study that motherfucker. You couldn't crop it. You just said, "Oh, someone sent me the information. Here, girl, go ahead and print this up." And then the other, some of the girls, the one girl said, well, she tried to take it back, like nobody's seen it. Wait, she put it out, but once this X-ray stuff, she took it back. You're a little late. Than the other politician, the girl politician. Oh, I'm disturbed. You're disturbed because you're doing this and your husband's at home watching porn. Exactly what he's doing. Look at his phone. Watching him like a hawk. Does he has a porn shit on your phone? His phone? You better be watching all these politicians, weirdo motherfuckers that don't got a life. They got some shit on their phone too. watching him like, oh, it's probably one was probably a Democrat, one was probably a Republican. It just shows you politics is fucked up. And then nobody even knows. Like the clerk didn't even pay enough attention. He didn't pay enough attention. If I'm putting something out there, I'm not gonna make myself look bad. Like if I screenshot something and put it on Facebook, usually I do it on purpose. When I talk about watching porn, I talk about it on purpose. I mean, I would have took it. I would have said, fuck it. Yeah, I was looking at me some teen anal. But some teen lesbian stuff. That was me. I like porn. Sorry. Who cares? Alright, going home to St. Louis. I'm from KSDK.com. News Channel 5. Kayla, and they fuck me up with these names. Kayla Djadjovic tells 5 on your side she was pulled over on her way home from work on I-55 and to Highway 67, but quickly figured out something wasn't right and that she could be in real danger. However, she soon realized that the person that was pulling over was not a real police, but rather a stranger trying to get into her car. He jumped out of his car really fast and toward my car, and I was able to hit the lock button, Kayla said. She explained someone dressed in a ski mask began screaming, kicking, and punching her window. Djadjovic, Kayla, then reached for her purse where her gun is kept. She pointed at the individual who fled. Kayla proceeded to call 911. The Missouri Highway Patrol is now investigating the stop. Now, this is why I don't do fucked up shit. Number one, everybody has a fucking gun. I'm cool on getting shot. Now, that shit happened to me. I mean, that's probably scary shit. But you ain't gonna. The car's locked. Like she said, I hit the lock button. Bet your car was locked. Well, what kind of car you drive? I hit the lock button. I ain't hitting the lock button. Someone called my car and I got a gun. Motherfucker. Nah, I'm acting like I got a machine gun. You know, she put it up to the fucking window. You see, you stupid motherfucker? You're gonna get shot because you want to fuck around and act like the police. And do what I don't know what they're gonna do to this girl. On the highway, dude. This shit has happened. People are dying on the highway. People are getting shot at, getting hit for no reason. Road rage. This is fucking crazy, people. Drugs is a motherfucker. I could do drugs and be insane. Like, these motherfuckers are doing drugs and not being fucking sane. Like, this is, like, insane shit. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense that anybody would do that. I'm not doing it because I don't know. I'm not getting shot at. But, moving on. Now, this is a story that I actually saved in my phone. I was looking through my phone, bookmarks. I didn't know it, like, I reset my phone. As I've told you guys 100 fucking times probably on this show. And I seen this story. I saved it for doing weird news when I wasn't doing the show back in 16. But this is an update on a story that was never told in the this show, but we're telling now. Riverfronttimes.com is where this came from. Lauren Kopp formally rejected an offer for prosecutors to plead guilty in exchange for a recommended sentence of 20 years. Kopp is accused of attempting to produce, and possessing hardcore pornography, including images depicting younger girls, in the old Beeville Mill Church where he lived and ran a combination karate school, pizzeria, and online school. A shifting number of teenage girls stayed with him at the church, including 2 who lived with him so long he referred to them as daughters. Kopp was originally targeted in a labor trafficking investigation, sparked by a confidential informant, according to court documents. He was never charged with trafficking, but computers seized during multiple raids in the fall of 2015 turned up disturbing injuries that led to the charges he now faced, authorities said. He was arrested on April 17, 2016. The karate master has repeatedly insisted that he did nothing wrong He claims he's the victim of a conspiracy theory that, and this is pretty good, pizza and mushrooms, that mushroomed him from complaints of one of his pizzeria live-in volunteers, who was angry when cop forced her to move out. His authorities, federal public defenders, had tried to get the items seized during the raids thrown out, along with statements made by cop. They argued that the initial searches were illegal and everything that followed is fruit from a poisonous tree. Cop, who faces a sentence that could add more than 100 years in prison if convicted, has been in custody for about 13 months now. Even before his arrest, he was forced to vacate Dojo Pizza. The city cited him for 3 dozen building code violations and seized the building after he was arrested for unpaid taxes of nearly $14,000. The property was sold at auction in August, and the investor quickly resold it to a church. City records show the church closed on the property 2 weeks ago. That's fucked up if this story's true. That's fucked up that a confidential informant, like, he's got little kids, he got people, he's taking in these people. He's probably having them, clean up some stuff here and there, clean up the pizza shop and shit like that. And somebody is pissed off, obviously, about something. Or snapped on him. That's fucked up. But if they found this shit and this shit's true, that he has them TJ girls in there doing porn and shit, I can't defend the motherfucker. Funniest part of the story to me, which is not many funny parts, is in this motherfucking church. He's running a karate school, an online school, and a pizzeria. Like the 3 most randomest fucking things in the world. Like you can see the karate school and the online school together. I just can't see where he got the fucking pizzeria. He named it Dojo Pizza, which is kind of smart, kind of catchy. But he's just sitting back in this church. You guys want to take some porn pictures? No, you want to live here? Like, you don't know what he did. But that's fucked up. That's some weird news shit. Alright, that's weird news. Hometown rundown. Find out River City doesn't want to travel. So, hey, we're not going to talk about it no more. Plus, their season's over. After they play their home games, they said, we're not going to travel. Even in some of the games they had were canceled because the building didn't have electric. And the other one, because the team said, we're only a travel team now, we don't even got a home fucking stadium. Ain't that some fucked up shit? And why would you play that game if your family, like, say, come, we'll play at the family arena. Or something like that. Makes no sense. They missed out on Jeremy Maclin, too. He signed with the Ravens. And for the River City Rascals, I didn't feel like looking it up. They're winning some games, they're losing some games. It's baseball. That's the hometown rundown. It's a pretty good one. Now ESPN ran a story today. It's the first time I turned on ESPN today. That Mayweather Promotions was to request the date of August 26th from the Nevada State Commission for the fight between him and Conor McGregor. If this shit goes down, it's not gonna go down on August. Probably too close. Neither one of them got their boxing license. They're supposedly still contract negotiations. But this makes me ecstatic that this is gonna happen. If it happens, I might be the happiest. I'm breaking stuff. That's actually something like that I would might pay for. And I'm kind of tired of all the fucking talk anyways. So we're going to make this fucking shit happen. Let's make it happen. But it's nice to see that they're requesting a date now. Like, it's something. It's something to actually look fucking forward to. And both sports need this shit. I mean, they just do. Anybody can say what they want. Both sports fucking need this shit. But it's nice to see that they're coming up with a date. So, look forward to that. I want to see it. And I'm, again, waiting on... This is why I should write down everything. Waiting on technology. There we go. A lot of pauses in this show today. I mean, they're not big pauses. But they're policies, and I don't like that. And I'm really getting tired of fucking phone shit. Really pissing me off. But anyways, Mike Quigley, Democrat in Illinois, introduced legislation to classify the presidential social media posts, including President Trump must discuss tweets, as presidential records. The communication over various feeds electronically for engagement, or as President Trump once tweeted out, Covfefe Act, talk about it, which has the same acronym as the famous Trump Twitter typo last month, would amend the Presidential Records Act to include social media. Presidential records must be preserved according to the Presidential Records Act, which would make it potentially illegal for the president to delete tweets. President Trump's frequent, unfiltered use of his personal Twitter account as a means for official communication is unprecedented. If the president is going to take social media to make sudden public policy proclamations, we must ensure that the statements are documented and preserved for future reference. Tweets are powerful, and the president must be held accountable for every post, Quigley said in a statement. Most people took Covfefe to be a typo, but although Press Secretary Sean Spicer, who's going to have a heart attack, told the media that the term was used intentionally, the president and a small group of people know exactly what he meant, he said. In January, National Archives spokesman Miriam Kielman told the Associated Press that the social media post would qualify as presidential records, but the statement is not explicitly spelled out in the law. The White House, Trump's surrogates, and GOP congressmen have issued different opinions on how serious the presidential tweets should be taken. But the White House recently clarified that social media should be taken as official communications from the president. Last week, Spicer confirmed that they should be taken as official presidential statements. The president is the president of the United States, so they are considered official statements by the president, he said. Covfefe marks Quigley's second use of the acronym to jab at President Trump. His making access records available to lead American government openness, Mar-a-Lago Act, would force the president to make the White House visitor logs, as well as visitors logs at the Trump resorts, public. Because you have nothing better to do. Because people literally say this stuff, they put it on TV, and blah blah blah. They literally want to fight with the president over his goddamn tweets. And now they're putting in the laws something he messed up on Twitter. For fun. Because they take it as a fucking joke because they're getting paid to do fucking nothing but lie, cheat, steal. Think that they're better than other people. That's what it is. This proves it. You just keep taking it serious, people? You still gonna fucking flood my Twitter and my Facebook wall? Not mine, but everybody's. You still taking it fucking serious? They make fun of a fucking tweet, and now it's president. If they want it, they make bills about it. Are you done yet? I'll be done. I'm done. Oh, I've been done. Because I'm halfway fucking smart. It's a joke. It's all a joke. And you fucking people sit here and take it seriously. Trump's not my president. Just blah, 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 blah. But Democrat Mike Quigley, if you voted for him, he's not your fucking Republican senator, whatever the fuck he's supposed to be. Because he's sitting there playing around with tweets. He's where what the president says on Twitter is seen by everybody. Everybody sees it. And it should be presidential record. It's write the fucking shit down and don't put a good big Covfefe bill. And make up fucking random words to put together. I know how I can make fun of his tweet. I'll make it into a bill. I'm so fucking cool. Because I have nothing fucking better to do, even though my fucking city, state, whatever, can't come up with a budget, and all my cities are fucking dying, and all the politicians in my city are fuck-ups, or I keep saying city, state, are fuck-ups, and but I have nothing better to do than make up some bill with making fun of the president's tweets. You get it now, people? You get why I don't follow this shit? You get why you shouldn't follow this shit? Because it doesn't fucking matter. And when you get that, well, fucking all live in fucking peace. And when they want us to fucking think about it and believe in them, they'll fucking do something but make a fucking act over at Twitter. This is how we're going to end the show. We're going to have a little fun. That's what we try to do. A Twitter feud broke out between Piers Morgan and Amber Rose. Between Piers Morgan and Amber Rose, as Morgan took Rose to task over a bottomless shot she posted Friday night. "Put it away, love," Morgan tweeted at Rose. Rose said her Instagram ban pic was intended to promote women's rights and raise awareness for her Slutwalk campaign. Morgan claimed the post is nothing more than an attention-seeking stunt. Rose fired back at Morgan, defending the post with a condescending tweet. "I'm sorry, I forgot only men can be sexually confident." The British journalist quickly responded, "It's not about sexual confidence, it's about you posting nude photos claiming it promotes feminism, which is utter nonsense." Rose got pretty explicit in the back and forth with Morgan, at one point saying she would videotape him masturbating to a picture of her while apologizing to her. Morgan suggested a cup of tea to discuss where she's going wrong with feminism instead. Surprisingly, Rose didn't deny the offer. She actually switched gears and even said that Morgan was entitled to his opinion. "Have me on your show, and you can come on mine so we can hash things out. No love lost. You're entitled to your opinion." The modelist and journalist finished their arguments on Twitter by agreeing that both are simply wanted to advocate and educate about feminism. Feminism? The only problem is the two celebrities differ on the concept of feminism in a big way. Rose first posted the picture to Instagram on Friday night. IG took it down 2 hours later, so she decided to share it on Twitter, which caught the attention of Morgan. Regardless of many tweets that followed, the stars posed. Morgan's reaction seemed to catch Rose's attention the most until the feud began. Prior to Morgan's remarks, Rose did receive other heat against the picture. Regardless of the backlash, Rose encouraged other feminists to join the Amber Rose challenge and post their own version of the scantily clad pic, and followers did. I'm going to have to go look for that. Rose retweeted and praised fans' mock pits, but IG was quickly to take them down too. See the exchange below on Twitter, which you can read the whole exchange, which I just basically read it all. Except one part in here she said, and it's gone. But she said something about making her his bitch. She can make me my bitch. Or make me her bitch. Whatever. Do whatever you want. And please post more of these on Twitter. Bottomless pick will be my new fucking I will not follow anything. I will unfollow everybody. I will follow only every Rose if she does this. And I will retweet it every time. You know what? I won't follow it. And then I'll still have all my followers. Maybe. Probably not. But that excites me a little bit. Plus, she's hot. I don't know if ugly bitches will do it. I probably still will. But that would give me my interest back in Twitter. Jack Dorsey, do not take that fucking shit. There's enough porn on Twitter. Anyways, I see porn all the time on Twitter. Something that I'm looking for. So I need to go, let's see if that post is still there. No. But ain't it something? Like, she honestly said she's bringing, no, you're showing off. For the slut walk and shit like that. That's funny fucking stuff. The whole thing about it is, like, I wouldn't have said nothing, and most guys wouldn't have, because they're smart. Piers Morgan really has nothing else to do. So I see why he did it. And she is probably trying to get some kind of recognition for feminism or whatever. They're all trying to do it now. Because they don't have rights. So it's kind of, like, I think that's where he's coming from. I think he has to be coming on the same side of more. Like, y'all have rights, people. And yeah, I give it to you. Bad things do happen to you that don't happen to men. Just like with racism. But it's not that bad for either side. I can guarantee that. It's more bad for racism than it is for feminism. And it doesn't make any sense, like, how this is why this is such a big deal. Like, what is literally bringing you down so much that this is the way to get out there and go have this slut love? Now, if y'all are walking around naked, I'm cool with that. And I like these pictures. I need a lot more of these on Twitter. And I'm glad that someone called her out on that. And now Pierce Majors is posting pictures of himself. I didn't want to see that. You see what? I'm in the middle of the show looking at this shit. But she can keep posting all them pictures. I'm down for that. I'm down that y'all want to fight for your rights and stuff like that. If you want to see negative pictures, do it. Stop complaining. Y'all got all the same fucking rights we all do. Feminism. Who's out there fucking down at females? I don't see this shit. I really wish I did see this shit. Because then I wouldn't complain about it and look like an ass on this show. But I honestly don't see this fucking shit. Like, am I missing something? Am I completely fucking missing something? What am I missing? I would like to know what the fuck I am missing. I don't get it. What rights do I have that you don't? Definitely, I'm tired of fucking famous people doing it too. Post that shit on Twitter. As long as you put that picture under it, I'm cool. I'm not cool with you keep complaining about it and acting like that you need something more. What do you need? You're just saying that it's feminism. It's feminism. We need rights. What rights do you not have? It's all because of Trump too. They wouldn't post the shit if it wasn't for Trump. Because he says this and he says that and he does this and he does that. I'm glad that someone called it fucking out. And Piers Morgan gets it on Twitter. And he gets the fucking word. Like, I'm getting mad about it. I just see some good pictures. I don't really get, honestly, what makes people so, like, what rights do they not have? What rights do you not have as a woman that I have? Like, you really think that, like, posting naked pictures on Twitter is going to get you somewhere? And we're going to go on a walk and protest and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't get nobody anywhere. It doesn't work. It's not going to work. Because Trump, they do it because Trump's the president and he says this about women, he says that. He's not you're not stopping nothing, you're not gaining nothing. What you're gaining Twitter followers because you're putting naked pics on Twitter. You're about to gain me as well. To be honest with you, if you're going to do this on Twitter, do it please more so I can follow you. So I have something to look at on Twitter other than Cardinal stats. I don't get it though. I just don't. I don't get what you need that you don't have. And it's because of Trump's president. That's the only reason. But keep posting. So I'm gonna look. And I'm gonna have to look at the comments just to see if anybody else posted it too. But that's just me. I'm still a nice guy. I still believe that you should have all the rights that I have. I still believe that you should all get paid. We should all get paid the same. And it's all love and all that. And if you feel like you're something, tell me what you want. I want to know. Because they keep claiming this is for feminism. This is for and they don't. They just keep repeating the same shit. And it's because Trump's president. But you get equal. There's women CEOs. There's women. I just don't get it. But I wish, like, Katy Perry and all them want to fight for feminism. Post naked pictures, and I'm down for feminine. I'm saying it happens. It happens. As long as you post naked pictures. If you don't, it doesn't happen. I just don't get it. I don't get women, I guess. Oh well. Bad that I'm a single parent for now. For now. You never know. I don't get it. Alright, for Lori and Paul, RIP. For Jake, Manny, Zach, and Joe, this has been the Sports Blog. Live on gstlsn.wix.com/314, on ustream.tv/channel/RBolesJR, and only on the Greater STL Sports Network.